Hello, I'm Beth Joey and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. This is a channel where I paint my face, turn my camera on, and talk about some books. This video is going to be the series that I want to finish in 2023. As you'll have seen from, I think, my previous video, I wasn't overly successful with the series that I wanted to finish in 2022. I think I only actually completed 2 of the 5. I hadn't even made any progress in the other 2, and the other one hadn't even started that series. So fingers crossed for a better 2023 in terms of actually reading these books. Let's run through what those series are for 2023 and a couple of reasons of why I want to finish them. We're going to start with the Kingdom of the Wicked series. I have read Kingdom of the Wicked by Kerri Maniscalco. I haven't read Kingdom of the Curse, and I obviously haven't read Kingdom of the Feared. As for what the series is about, it follows Vittoria and Emilia, who are 2 sisters living in Italy. They are both witches, and they live secretly amongst humans, avoiding notice and persecution until one night, Vittoria misses dinner service at their family restaurant, and so Emilia goes searching for her, only to find her sort of sacrificed on an altar with a man standing over her body, sort of digging around in her corpse. Devastated, Emilia vows to seek vengeance at whatever cost, and in order to do so, or in order to help her do so, she summons one of the princes of hell, Wrath. She's been warned against these men ever since she was a child, but she decides to sort of reluctantly team up with Wrath in order to find out what happened to her sister and a number of the other witches that this has been happening to in their town and the surrounding towns, and a sort of bargain is struck, a reluctant bargain, I guess, between the 2 of them, and a sort of enemies to lovers, I guess, romance ensues. It's a really good first book. I'm intrigued by the rest of the series. I know a couple booktubers who've read the rest of the series and really enjoyed it, so I'm keen to pick it up. Next up, we've got the Twisted series. I have read the first 2, Twisted Love, Games, and Hate, but I haven't read Twisted Lies because this came out fairly recently, I think in 2022. These are a series of sort of companion novels by Ana Huang that follow different friends in one friendship group as they all experience kind of like dark romances with bad boys. They're definitely very smutty, very fun. Each of them obviously follows a different girl, so I can't really tell you what each of them is about. This one, Twisted Lies, the only one that I haven't actually read, follows the last friend whose name is Stella Alonso, as she kind of moves into an apartment building owned by a guy who's apparently lying to her. I feel like I should be able to finish this last one pretty easily. Next up, we've got the Kiss Quotient series by Helen Hoang. I have read The Kiss Quotient and The Bride Test, but I still haven't read The Heart Principle, which is the one book that's been on my TBR for what feels like forever. I'm honestly so intimidated by it. Again, this is another sort of companion series. Each book follows a different character within this sort of friendship group. They all have sort of autism or Asperger's syndrome representation in them, which I really love. So I really love the first 2 books in this series, but I'm genuinely terrified of The Heart Principle because I've heard people say it's more contemporary than romance and there's a lot of themes of grief in it, and I love this series so much, I don't want it to be like that. I do need to pick up this last book. And lastly, we've got the Folk of the Air trilogy. I'm not really interested in reading How the King of Elfhame Learned to Hate Stories, I think that's what it's called. We've got the sort of main trilogy, The Cruel Prince, The Wicked King, and The Queen of Nothing. I've only read the first book. It is a bully romance fantasy series, and that is kind of why I haven't read the other 2 books, but I am determined to, because I think I will actually like the series once the romance kicks off a little bit more. As for what it's about, it follows Jude, I think her name is, who is a human living in a fairy world because she was kidnapped at a very young age by a sort of general in that fairy world. She's definitely been ostracized and bullied by the people in this world, so she's had to teach herself how to survive, as the stairway to power is fraught with shadows, lies, and betrayal. And the way everything kicks off at the end of the first book in a sort of Red Wedding style situation was definitely a massive cliffhanger to leave on, so I'm really intrigued by the rest of the series, mainly for that reason. So these are the 4 series that I want to finish in 2023. I'm going to put these down because they are very heavy and are going to tip over. Let me know if you have a list like this as well, if there are any series that you want to finish in 2023, or if you've read any of these books and just have any encouragement, like words of encouragement for me to really pick these up and which ones you think I should pick up first. Come and chat to me in the comments down below. I love talking to you guys and I do my best to reply to every single comment. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please do let me know by liking, subscribing, and hitting that notification bell all down below. It is a super easy way to help my channel grow, and now is a good time because I have plenty more wrap up and new year content for you guys. So I will see you lovely people in my next video. Bye.